Let's start. The project name is Runtime Permissions. Let's see the project structure. At the app level build.gradle file, write this plugin. In the manifest file, we have written some permissions which we might need in our app. We will try to access these permissions at runtime. Here we have the main activity and a permission manager class. And in the UI, we have an activity_main.xml file, which is the layout of the main activity. Let's see the UI. In the activity_main.xml file, we have two buttons, Ask Permissions, and Check Permissions. Let's see the Kotlin code now. These are the imports. This is the permission manager class. This class handles the runtime permissions. Here we have implemented the singleton object creation pattern so that only one instance of this class would be created throughout the app lifecycle. The check permissions method checks if all the asked permissions are granted by the user or not. The ask permissions method asks for the required permissions for the user. The handle permission result handles what to do when the user has granted or denied the permissions. When the permission is denied, we show a permission rationale to the user. In the show permission rationale method, we ask the user to grant the permission which he had denied earlier. We show an alert dialog as a rationale. These are the imports. This is the main activity. These are the data members of the class. We are going to ask the user to grant camera and location permissions. In the onCreate function, when the Ask Permissions button is clicked, first we check if the permissions have already been granted or not. If any permission is not granted, we ask the user to grant that permission. When the Check Permissions button is clicked, we call the Check Permissions function from the Permission Manager class, which checks if the permissions have already been granted or not. In the onRequest permission result function, we handle the permission results using the Permission Manager class. Let's run the app. So that's it. That's how you can implement the runtime permissions in Kotlin Android. Thanks for watching.